Good evening, everybody, from the Wild Earth Safari Live team. We are on safari. It's about to get dark, and we are sitting with a beautiful herd of Impala. They are approaching the clearings, or they've just come out onto the clearings. My name is Byron, and on camera with me this afternoon or evening is Senzo. It is a wonderful evening. As I said, the temperature's cooling down at the moment, and the animals are starting to come out into the clearings, especially the antelope species, and the reason for that is for safety. It's a nice open area. They can keep an eye out for predators, so that is why all these impala are very close to one another, and they'll probably stay in this open clearing. Now, don't forget, everyone, we are completely live at the moment, so send us your questions, send us your comments, and we'll hopefully get through most of them for you this evening. And I'm not the only one out at the moment. Jamie is still out on drive too, and she's been having a great afternoon. There's been a lot of elephant around. We've seen warthogs. We've seen a lot of different animals. But this is an exciting time of the evening, because we might bump into some nocturnal animals. And guess what? Jamie does actually have a leopard with her at the moment. She's trying to follow it. It is quite thick at the moment, so it's not easy to follow these animals. But if you want to see some of that, just go to wildsafariLive.com and you can carry on watching us and enjoy these animals with us. I wanted to show you some of the nocturnal animals. We'll see if we can find some of them this evening. Erica, now these beautiful Impala, they have never charged the vehicle. The Impala are very, very timid animals, and they're also quite skittish. If we had to go anywhere near them, they'd probably move off quite quickly. And this is a good food source for a lot of predators. So everything from cheetah to leopard, lions, all of them will feed on Impala. They are very, very much abundant in the whole Greater Kruger National Park, which is where we are situated. We're right up in the northeastern part of South Africa. And this is probably the most abundant antelope in this entire area. They do very, very well, very efficient breeding strategy. They give birth to a single lamb, or the females give birth to a single lamb every year, and they grow up very, very quickly. So that is why there are so many Impala around at the moment. And if we just pan out a little bit, you'll see the numbers of them. Have a look how many there are around. Felix, and you say you're from Mozambique, and good evening. Hello, Felix from Mozambique. So nice of you to join us on Safari Live. I hope all of you are having a great start to the Monday, wherever you are in the world. If your Monday is coming to an end like ours is, hope it's been a good one. Now, yeah, Andre, that's a good question. You have asked, where are the lions? Andre, I'm going to try my best to find lions for you. I'm not too sure how we're going to do. We've only got a limited time, but we'll see. You never know what we could bump into. Now, it is starting to get dark. What I'm going to do, and I'd like you to stick with me, because I might find some interesting little creatures, is I'm going to use a spotlight and see what we can find. We occasionally find little chameleons. We find scorpions, and we'll try and see if we can find nocturnal animals. Now, I'm not shining the spotlights on those Impala because their eyes are quite sensitive to the bright light, and we don't want to affect their eyes in any way. So what I'll do is just try my best to see if we can't spot anything else. And the nocturnal animals, their eyes adjust a bit quicker to the light, but we also try not shine directly on them. We do have to be sensitive. But this is how we find animals at night. Often pick up the reflection in their eyes, or different shapes perhaps. So we'll see what we can find this evening for you. Scott, it is almost 6:15, or it's 6:10 in the evening. So as I said, our day is coming to an end now. Very soon we'll be finishing up our evening safari and heading back to camp. Let's see what we can find though. Ming, the best season to visit Africa, well, that's tricky because Africa's always wonderful to come and visit. There are great times of year, different times of year that you can come on safari. Personally, I enjoy April, May, around that time of year. Lovely season to come on safari. And then August, September is also very popular. People enjoy coming around that time of year. Summer is very nice, but it can get quite hot. If you don't mind bugs, hang on, there's a beautiful bird. Oh, just flew off, sitting in the road. Let's see if we can just get it. I'm not going to shine on it too long for you, but have a look directly in front of me. Can you see that over there? That is a beautiful lilac-breasted roller. Look at those colors. Now that bird is trying to catch little insects on the road in the evening, but pretty soon it will head to the trees and sleep for the night. And there it goes. Oh, look at that color. So that is called a lilac-breasted roller. I'm not going to shine the spotlight on it for too much longer. Let's see what else we can find now while we're driving. So as I was saying, summer, if you don't mind bugs, if you don't mind Rami, this is indeed a very, very nice job that we have, driving around, showing people what Africa is all about, finding animals, and the excitement of being on a safari. You know, there's never a guarantee that we are going to find the animals. You know, a lot of the documentaries you see, people spend a lot of time staying with animals, filming to make an hour documentary. This is a live safari, so this gives you an idea of what to expect on a safari and how we actually find these animals before we even film them. I'm hoping we find something for you this evening. Isabel, we are situated in the northeastern part of South Africa, right up against, or in an area known as the Greater Kruger National Park, and we are on Djuma Game Reserve, which is basically just on the western side of the Kruger National Park, a very, very well-known game reserve, the largest in South Africa, and the most established. Kenneth, now you say the grass is so high, couldn't something sneak up on us? So Kenneth, it's highly unlikely that something would stalk or sneak up on us. The reason for that is the animals are more afraid of us than we are of them, but we do still have to be careful. But on the vehicles we are safe and there's nothing to worry about. But also we've got, you know, all of us are qualified guides. We've been working in this industry for a very long time. I've been doing this for over 10 years. So with the experience and knowing what to do in certain situations, we avoid any dangerous situations as much as you can. But again, you just have to be respectful of the animals. That's the most important thing. Come on, I'm hoping to find a little chameleon for you. It's actually quite difficult this evening and not easy to spot, as you can imagine. Chameleons are very, very well camouflaged, obviously. Green chameleons sitting in trees. I hope you're all enjoying this night drive with us. Something different, something to experience. But I must admit, it takes a bit of practice driving, shining the spotlight, talking to guests and trying to spot animals. I'm hoping that even just an owl, if we can find a little owl. There are a few owls around. Now Lewis, the temperature is actually very warm here. I'm assuming it's high 70s at the moment, probably around 75, 78 Fahrenheit. and in Celsius, you're probably looking at some Impala. I'm just going to turn the spotlights off for a second while we drive past them. So in Celsius, it's probably about 17 degrees, 18, no, maybe 20. It's still quite warm. All right, well, now Jamie's still with that beautiful leopard. So if you are going to carry on watching, go to wildsafariLive.com. You might be able to get a glimpse of that leopard. And just hang on a second. I thought I spotted something. Did I? Oh, no, I thought I saw something. Anyway, it's been wonderful having you on Safari Live with us. Very brief night drive. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything, but join us and you might see more a little bit later. From myself, Byron and Senzo, hope you've enjoyed this. Good night and goodbye. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world.